I found a very good and high performing medium content niche on Amazon.com. And in today's video, I want to show you this niche and I want to show you how you can create a book in this niche. A special thing about this niche is that the books that are created in this niche are medium content books. And you can create an ebook and paperback and a hardcover version of only one book to triple the amount of sales and triple the amount of royalties that you can possibly earn with only one book. Hi, my name is Matthew and welcome back to my YouTube channel where I talk round about Amazon KDP, self-publishing and building passive income streams. So if you're new to my channel, feel free to subscribe and watch all the videos to get the most amount of knowledge round about KDP. So as I mentioned in today's video, I want to show you a very good high performing medium content niche that I found on Amazon.com. So let us jump right to my screen so that I can show you this niche. So now we are at Amazon.com, the American marketplace for books. And as you can see, the niche I'm talking about in today's video is the Spanish workbook niche, especially for adults. I found this niche a few days ago and made a little research, and my result is that this niche has very great potential because the books in this niche are making a good amount of sales, a good amount of money, and you can create not only a paperback version, in addition to that, you can create an ebook or a hardcover version. Before we are creating a book in a niche, we have to value the niche if the books are selling or not, if there is enough demand or not. In this case, you need to have a closer look on the BSRs, the bestseller ranks for the books. And if there are a few books, around about 3 to 5 books with a BSR of under 300,000, this shows that there is a good amount of books that are selling very well. And let us have a closer look on this niche, how the books in this niche are working. So the first example here is a Spanish workbook with a bestseller rank of 17,000. So one book under 300,000. The next book, the second book, is again a Spanish workbook for adult beginners with a BSR of 12,000. Very low BSR, making a good amount of money. It's the second book in this niche that is selling pretty well. Then we have this book, Spanish language learning workbook with a BSR of 50,000. So the third book under 300,000, making a good amount of money. If we are scrolling down, we have, for example, this book. It's a Spanish workbook, but not for adults. It's for kids. So you have to delete this book in your niche research because you are targeting adults and you don't want to analyze books in this niche that are not fitting directly into your niche. Okay, so this book is not relevant to us. Then we have this book, Spanish verbs and tenses with a BSR of 19,000. So the fourth book with a BSR lower than 300,000. Then the next book, 60,000. The next book, 17,000 again. Then this book, 3,900. So very, very low and making a good amount of money. At this point, we are seeing that the books in this niche are selling and performing very, very well. This gives us the opportunity to validate this niche as a good niche, that there are in the category of books for this search term 10,000 search results. It's a little bit high, but not too high. So the next thing, if a niche is good or not, is the price. And in this case, we have prices around about $12. So for example, this paperback, $11.99, $12.99, $16.36, so very high priced, $19.95 at $20. And if we have a closer look on this book here, we have $20 as a selected price, okay, with 258 pages. So if we have a closer look on the printing costs and the royalty calculator of Amazon KDP, we can see that this book with a price of $20 and a page count of 258 makes $8 in pure royalties. In the most cases, you are a self-publisher publishing low content and no content books with a royalty round about $1 or $2. But in this case, in this Spanish workbook medium content niche, you have the chance to make $8 in pure royalties. Imagine that with one sale, you're making $8. With low content books, you need 8 sales to make this amount of money. So very good price. So the next thing is the titles and the covers. And I would say that the covers are in the most cases okay, but you can beat the covers easily with, for example, buying a cover through Fiverr or through Upwork. And the titles are also in the most cases okay, but you can easily compete with those books in this niche. The next thing in this niche, you need good and high performing keywords. So we are using today tools of PublisherRocket and Helium 10 because those are the best tools to get high profitable keywords with a high search volume and a good amount of data. If you want to use, for example, PublisherRocket, you can see it on the screen. It's a very great tool and you get the complete access for only $97. And the most important thing is you will never pay any money again. So you pay one time $79 and then never pay again. And all updates, all features, all new releases are included in this price. And if you don't like the tool after buying it, you have a 30-day money back guarantee. So if the tool is not satisfying you, you can get your money back. If you're interested in PublisherRocket, check out the first link in the video description. So right now we are at PublisherRocket. I'm selecting the marketplace USA, so Amazon.com. In the language English, I set the format on books and start my keyword research with typing in the category of books, the search term Spanish workbook. Then I click on Go Get 'em Rocket and PublisherRocket will show me all the different and related search terms for Spanish workbooks. And as you can see, if you're clicking on this little icon here, it shows all the data. So for example, the amount of average pages or the average price, a very important fact to know, the average monthly earnings and the searches per month. So we can see the phrase Spanish workbook is making round about $5,000 per month with estimated searches of 3,300. Then we have this keyword Spanish workbook for adults, Spanish workbook for adults beginner, and again Spanish workbook for adults and Spanish workbook for beginners. All the keywords are very relevant to your niche, making very good money, almost $5,000 per month, and every keyword has the big amount of search results. Okay, so use these keywords in your title, in your book description, and of course in the 7 keyword boxes. Okay, the next thing, we can use also Helium 10 to make a detailed keyword analyze for special books. And we can see, for example, relevant keywords are again Spanish workbook for adults, Spanish textbooks for beginning Spanish students, another important keyword, workbook for Spanish, Spanish grammar workbook, learn Spanish workbook for adults, books learn Spanish. So all the keywords are relevant to your niche. You can use these keywords in the title, subtitle, as I mentioned, or in the 7 keyword boxes. So you can pause the video here or play back 30 seconds ago and write down all the relevant keywords from PublisherRocket and Helium 10. If you want to use Helium 10, check out the second link in the video description. I have a very great discount deal for you guys. So you are paying 20% less than the normal price. So if you are interested in Helium 10, check out the link in the video description. The next thing is, how can you create a good interior with Spanish phrases and translations in English, for example, okay? Because the workbooks are in the most cases for English speakers that want to learn Spanish. So you need an English translation and the original translation in Spanish. So phrases, for example, in both languages. And for example, I found this website. So for example, you have different kind of exercises for beginners, and those exercises look like this. Okay, so you are telling the time, and what you have to do, you have to use those phrases, those exercises. They are not copyrighted or anything, because you can create those exercises, of course, on your own. And what you have to do, you need a English translation of those exercises so that native English speakers can understand the exercise clearly in English and can work with the workbook and translate those English phrases into Spanish phrases. Very important to know. So now you know that this niche is very good. You have a great potential, great amount of sales, great amount of royalties. You can make a very high priced book. You can create an ebook and paperback and an hardcover in this niche. You have good performing keywords through PublisherRocket and Helium 10 that I showed you before. And now you have to create a good looking interior. You can do this in Canva with the examples I showed you a few seconds before. And the last thing is you need a good performing and an eye-catching cover. And of course you can buy those covers for very low price, around about $10. And as you can see, the covers are very good and the designers or freelancers make a very good job. So for example, this guy here, 4.9 stars with almost 400 reviews. You can see the covers are very good looking. Check out the third link in the video description and buy a very cheap cover through Fiverr. And then you are ready to go. The only thing you need, you have to publish your book. You can create those books within 1 or 2 days. Select all the exercises, all the topics in one book, create a good interior, a good cover, a good title, and the most important thing, with $8 of royalties, you can run very good and high performing ads. Okay, so start your ad campaign, start an automatic ad campaign. You can check out the video in the right hand corner. I showed you how you can set up an automatic ad campaign. It's very easy. And with $8 of pure royalties, I'm thinking you are running profitable ads. I have to say that this niche is very good, very, very good, and easy to publish a book in this niche. And I'm thinking that I'm going to publish a book in this niche too, because the opportunity is so good. And I'm thinking you can create a very good book in this niche and making around about $1,000 in pure profit with only one book. And this opportunity is too great to not publish in. So I am thinking that I'm going to publish a book in this niche as well. So now we are at the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you do so, put a thumbs up on this video. Check out the links in the video description and feel free to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. There's nothing more about to say. I wish you a very good day and we will see you in the next video.